Итак, ребятушечки, я вас снова всех приветствую на канале Джуранити Шоу. Мы с тобой продолжаем проходить игрушку под названием Хогвартс Наследие. Вот, в прошлой серии мы с тобой, если помнишь, конечно, если ты смотрел, пытались изучить заклятие Империю, но, как ты понимаешь, мы с тобой хорошие волшебники, и пока что этим не будем страдать. Но когда я буду перепроходить за злого персонажа, это, наверное, будет Слизерин или
Oh, good,
какой-то
you're
другой
safe.
персонаж, потому что я в любом случае буду проходить, когда выйдет русская
I
озвучка.
hate to see a creature get put
Вот,
down like
если
that.
ты не знаешь,
Trolls have
уже
no business
собирается
in
бюджет,
Hogsmeade.
наши русские парни будут озвучивать данный продукт. Ну и как раз там какие-нибудь приколюхи, да, может быть, выйдут в данной игре, потому что пока что разработчики не обещали нам каких-то платных DLC или вообще каких-то дополнений, потому что, ну, блин, знаешь, поговаривают, может быть, Квиддич, а может быть нет. Но пока об этом ничего не слышно. Когда-нибудь я пройду, точнее, перепройду эту игрушку за другой факультет. Ну а пока что мы с тобой продолжаем дальше играть. Вот. Проходить
Getting in a bit of
дополнительные
practice, are
задания,
we?
искать всякие интересные плюшечки и тому подобное. Это прохождение без комментариев, если ты помнишь. Так что устраивайся поудобней, возьми чаечек, подпишись на канал, не забудь. Это делается очень быстро. Поставь комментарий, лайкосик влепи, я буду очень рад. Знаешь, что ты смотришь, мне будет очень приятно. В группу ВКонтакте заходи. Вот там народ тоже сидит. Так что всем удачи и всем приятного времяпровождения.
There you are. You were in such a state when you left. What do you mean? Is she all right?
She's fine, thank goodness. But they were at her house, our house. They assumed I'd sent the egg there. She said they took the whole place apart looking for it, screaming that we'd cost them everything.
I'm sorry, Poppy. I'm glad she's all right. I don't think either one...
I should have known. I underestimated. And now another creature's...
What do you mean?
The poachers refused to leave empty-handed, so they took valuable journals that Gran had discovered when she was... One of them contained theories about a secret hiding place of the Snidget, long thought to be...
Exactly what kind of creature is a Snidget?
It's a small bird with golden feathers. It's incredible. It has rotation... In fact, the golden snitch in Quidditch is based on the Snidget, which barbarically was...
Why would Snidgets be valuable to poach?
They could make more money with Snidgets than they ever... The golden Snidget's feathers and eyes are incredibly valuable. That's why they're believed... If the poachers found some now, I can't bear to think about the horrific way they...
Where exactly are these Snidgets allegedly hidden?
Gran says the journals were a bit cryptic, which is good. But from what she recalls, the journals only noted that the key to finding them lay in the moonlight. Gran thinks it can be narrowed down to a handful of locations.
I take it you aren't going to let the poachers anywhere near...
Gran wants me to stay out of it, but I know she's devastated that poachers might go after the Snidget. We had the element of surprise on our side when we saved that dragon.
We need allies. Others who hate the poachers enough to help us.
Merlin's beard! You're a genius!
Sounds as if we need to go and talk...
We'll need to be careful in how we approach... Still, I think they may be our only hope. I'll let you know as soon as I have a plan.
We have the annoying.
Oh, have fun and fly! You must try it! Whee!
Hello there.
Hello, Amit.
Do I recall you? I did. I do. Speak it. Is this to do with the goblin I saw you with in Hog...
It is. His name is Lodgok. He's waiting for me near a goblin mine. Would you be willing?
Of course. How exciting. I mean,
I think he simply wants to show me something that involves gobbledygook. If it helps, he's a friend.
good to hear. Good to hear. If Sirona trusts him.
You said you know gobbledygook.
I've been reading it for as long as I've been reading English. My parents have an extent. Once I grew bored with the classics, I devoured goblin writings. I'd tell you some title.
Lord Gok is waiting.
Of course. I just want to check the pronunciation of a couple of key terms.
Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this. What do you have in store for me this time? Revelio. Revelio.
Handy resource indeed, your field time.
Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. I know what that means. Merlin trial. Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. Merlin himself would be proud. A friend who speaks gobbledygook is meeting us. Before he...
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock with the helmet. Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a
How else did he expect Goblinkind to get the helmet back?
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational expectation. Damn Bragbor and his blasted journals. An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metalworker. If we are to work together, Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of... They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for...
What do you mean,
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted for... Ranrock recruited others to help me locate the repository. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals. Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bakar,
Rookwood Castle.
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrock care so much?
He cares about what they... For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge. Thus, many goblins, myself included. Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power. He is determined to take...
Here comes my friend Amit. Probably best to continue our
Greetings, Lord Cock. It is an...
You speak gobbledygook.
Oh, Bacalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
Well, yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain dialects differ.
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read gobbledygook better than you can speak it?
I can, Sir Lodgok.
Just Lodgok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans.
What written plans? And why can't...
We need some idea of what Ranrock knows or is plotting. I suspect and I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk... All you need to do is not be seen. Either...
What else should we know about the...
The door will not open while the eye can see you. From what I know of wizard magic, that shouldn't...
Amit and I can do...
I will await your... I shall see you soon.
The door is looking at us.
Books so rarely prepare one for reality. A real goblin mind. It's even
Revelio.
grander than I had expected. I cannot believe I met a goblin.
Confringo! Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this lift. Impressive workmanship for so simple a device.
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward. Revelio.
I still can't believe we're inside a real
Accio.
goblin. read about minds like this. Seeing one is something else altogether.
Amit, you'll need to stay close to me. I've dealt with worse enemies than these.
What I wouldn't give for a cup of mushroom tea. Matter of time till Ranrock sets things right. Watch your step round here. Matter of time till Ranrock sets things right. Watch your step round here. Watch your step round here. Swore. Knock my fighter! Potato! You little...
Confringo!
What the shit?
No! Confringo! Stupid!
That was a little more than I'm used to.
I'll get us through his safety, Amit. You have my word. Accio!
Yes, of course. I feel like a character from one of the adventure books I read during the summer holidays.
Let's take a look around, Amit. See if we can find any plans.
A schematic. They're building something. I can't quite make it out. Curious. I will get to the bottom of what they've been building down here. Fascinating to see gobbledygook written in a goblin hand. The flourishes are extraordinary. Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to Lodgok empty-headed. If I'm translating this correctly, and I think that I am, they're building something rather large. But what? There must be more notes around here. What could they be building?
Petrificus totalis.
I know you're in.
What an unfortunate end for you!
Expelliarmus. Protego. Confringo. Stupid.
Oh, look at you! Do you think this is funny?
Much too slow.
Bombarda. Stupid. Bombarda. Expelliarmus. Bombarda.
I won't rest.
Defendo.
Oh, this moving is too much.
Stay close. I've handled much worse.
Another boiler. This place is more complex than I had expected.
Confringo. Accio. Revelio.
Another schematic. What are they going to build? This mine is too small for whatever it is.
rightfully ours.
Revelio. Petrificus totalis.
Right. Don't wish to be seen, do we?
Petrificus totalis.
Not your best moment, I fear.
Confringo.
This is not good. They're building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Let's get out of here and tell Lodgok what we found. Bomba! Protego!
This will not go well.
Bombarda!
I will make you pay.
Descendo!
Must be a quick way out. Tracing our steps. Bombarda! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Accio! Protego!
Didn't touch your helm. So thank you for making me the first object of your suspicions. Who my friends are.
Petrificus totalis. Accio.
I hate that!
Bombarda. Levioso.
Put me down! I won't rest.
Expelliarmus. Bombarda.
That's the last loyalist. I'd imagine most goblins to be brilliant and kind. I need a moment to catch my breath. This was more than I bargained for.
I'm glad you came with me, Amit. Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out of here. We're almost out of here, Amit. Look, the lift.
A welcome sight indeed. Can we please talk about what...
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough...
Thank you, Amit. I couldn't have done it without you.
Understood? Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to... Without further ado, adieu.
They're building enormous drills. We found that...
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle...
I've been wondering about something else you said before.
Yes? I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
Ah. The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch, and I heard she had been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lodgok, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrock knows. Watch for my owl.
I hope Professor Fitz...
I believe my next broom upgrade to be even more impressive than the last. Come by Spin Witches as soon as you can.
Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. That's that. Settled. Hogsmeade, here I come.
I'm well. Hello again. Wonderful to see you. As before, I've arranged a special price on the broom upgrade for you. Thanks for stopping by. You're all set with the new upgrade. This may...
You'd like me to report back with you?
You know me well. I feel I'm almost there. Miss Ray's is running a time trial at the South Coast course. Not ideal, really. However, if you're flying higher...
I'm not worried, Mr. Weeks.
I hope you are able to complete these trials. I have a feeling this final up. Do be careful, of course. I look forward to our next meeting.
Perhaps I could test out my new upgrade on the way.
Pretender might seem like harmless fun, but not when you've just...
Please, come in. Let me know. Finding anything. I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion. Be sure to stop by whenever you're about. I've heard that our dear... You won't be disappointed. That's a Gladrax promise. I suspect you have a sharp eye for... Be sure to stop by whenever you're about. You won't be disappointed. That's a Gladrag's promise. I suspect you have a sharp eye. Be sure to stop by whenever you're about.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
I can do this. I can do this. They will want to help.
Is this where we're meeting the centaurs?
Well, they don't exactly know we're coming, so...
Once we tell them about the Snidgets, they'll understand why we came and they'll want to help.
I hope you're right. Perhaps they'll be able to tell that we're sincere.
I suppose they are known for having an...
That's exactly the right word.
What is it?
It's nothing, truly.
That's right. We'll simply be honest with them about what we're trying to do.
Yes, of course. We'll meet with them, tell them about the Snidgets.
What do you think you're doing here, humans?
Please! We were hoping to speak with you.
Ah! I suppose you'd like a tale for your friends of the time you spoke to a centaur, and it spoke back.
No, never! We're here because we need your help.
Enough! You made a grave error in judgment in coming here, little witch.
Leave them be, Alec. We do not harm the young. It is not our way.
You forget your place, old fool. I'm the leader of this herd, and while you cling to our way, their kind continues to slaughter beasts like us without a care!
From what I can see, they have slaughtered no one. They will leave here unharmed.
Mark my words, Doran. If I ever see them again, it will be all 3 of your heads.
Foolish children. Do you know what happens to wizards who wander here? Now, follow me before
Golden Snidgets are still alive, and the poachers are after them. They know that the key to finding them lies in the moonlight, but they don't know what that means, yet. Please, help us find the Snidgets before the poachers do.
Could it be? In the south, there is a cave within which lies what the poachers seek. A moonstone. Retrieve it and place it in the henge in the forest. I, on the other hand, must go speak with the herd. Find me after you have done this.
I don't understand. So the moonlight mentioned in the journal, what do moonstones have to do with Snidget? And why was he so certain?
I don't know, but I am inclined to believe him, what with his being a centaur and all.
It is a shame how quickly he left.
That's what the leader of the herd called him.
Well, if Doran knows something we don't, I'd rather act now and ask. I can head to the library and start looking into the cave. I'll let you know what I find.
I'm ready to do what's needed to take Harlow down. I know you have a plan.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle. That's Archie and Mrs. Bickle. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibble, and...
All right.
I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hog's Head. I saw some ash. And as my mother would never go near the Hog's Head, she is less likely to learn of my activities than if I would.
Where am I to find?
I do not know about Mr. Rabe, but his wife, Daisy, is often in Hogsmeade, as is Agabus Filbert. And Otto Dibble, he works at Gladrags, so you will likely find him there.
Very well. I'll speak with them, see what I can learn.
I knew I could rely on. We need to know how they are being black. Meet me here after you have spoken with them. Hopefully, by the time you return, I will be able to move a bit more freely.
Mrs. Rabe should be nearby.
Oh, Isco, what have I done?
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles and I'm trying to gather evidence against him.
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts, and my husband is a curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures from the vaults.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up, until I came home one night and found my husband gone, and a note affixed to my door with a knife. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some... But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give.
Why wouldn't Harlow extort your husband?
Isco's job is even more removed from the vaults than mine. He travels the world for the bank. He could do nothing for Harlow. I'm the one in the bank on a daily basis, which evidently makes me an enticing target for blackmail.
Have you helped Harlow since your husband was taken?
No, I'm worried sick about Isco, but he'd never want me to compromise my integrity. I also know that he's extremely clever. That said, I was hoping he would have escaped by now. It makes me concerned as to...
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us, but now...
I shall do all I can to get evidence against...
Very well. Here's the note I received. You must be careful.
Some evidence worth hanging on to.
Thank you. I hope it's not too late.
Now, to find Mr. Bickle's other two friends. Otto Dibble works at Gladrags. I should check there.
Please tell me...
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you?
I've nothing to say about him. May I...
Please, sir, I'd like to help.
You know the Bickles? All right, but we must be...
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the trial.
Oh, he's a good man, but even he wouldn't understand about... It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading a note. I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment, then I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent...
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes for her. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relation...
What did he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very... He said, your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items. I've been able to cover for his request until now, but I can't keep it out for much longer.
Could you give me a bit more detail?
It's on Rosie's special pink stationery. It has her monogram at the top.
What have you been doing to keep the...
Well, as I mentioned, creative bookkeeping. And I've also been trying to come... Of course, none of this bodes well for my efforts to...
Thank you for telling me.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have...
Understood.
Now hurry off before Mr. Hill returns.
We're on the right track. Now to find the last of Mr. Bickle's friends. Agabus Filbert must be around here somewhere.
Hello there.
Excuse me, Mr. I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hope to eat...
Oh, tragic what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to... But I feared Harlow's...
If you had spoken out against him, as Mr. Bickle asked...
Perhaps. But...
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, she had just completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having... Before I knew it, I'd been petrified. And Harlow was... I watched helplessly, lying... I was shaken to my core.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again.
I suppose I have no choice. This Harlow does not like people talking, as you already know.
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friends. Now to find Natty. It's not like Natty to be late. She said she was going to the Hog's Head. Perhaps I'll find her there. Natty must be around here somewhere. Revelio! Natty's wand. She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken.
Nosy little students get what's coming to them.
The footprints led to this room. Accio! The hidden door. Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly. Revelio. I'd better be sure I'm not seen.
It's not gonna work.
It might.
Using that girl as bait, that one's coming for her.
Harlow says her friend will be reckless enough. He wants them alive.
Only a Hogwarts student would be arrogant enough to come in here alone.
Just keep an eye out.
They don't seem to care for me in the Hogsmeade. Can't say I blame them what with all I've done to them.
I'm the only one left on patrol. Charming.
I don't trust Ranrock, I'll tell you that. He'll turn on us first chance he gets.
Was it upper or lower Hogsmeade that we raided last week? Locks and guards can't stop me.
Revelio.
Share and share alike, say I.
Petricus totalis.
Girls be nothing but trouble.
Revelio.
Did I ever thank you for that, stewed rabbit?
Be on the lookout for the girl's friend. If they're daft enough to try to come through here.
Petricus totalis.
I've used the dark arts several times. Can't understand why I'm not doing this.
Revelio.
We should speak to her again. Perhaps she'll tell us where we can find that friend of hers.
She's determined to say nothing. The boss will deal with her when he arrives. Plenty of spoils in Cambridge. Never disappoints.
Petricus totalis. Expelliarmus. Defender. Bombarda. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Defender. Crusader. Stupid. Bombarda. Petricus totalis. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Defender. Bombarda. He must be here somewhere. Revelio.
I knew you would realize I had left my wand for you. Speak to Mr. Ray. He will tell you what you need to do.
Aloha Mora. Over here. Revelio. Mr. Rabe.
You spoke with my wife.
Worried about you.
I am all right. These locks are cursed, and there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cells. Even, I need you to find my wand.
Mr. Rabe, I found your...
Well done. Now, you best stand back.
Confringo. Revelio.
Thank you, Mr. Isco.
My pleasure. And thank you, my friend. We owe our lives to your bravery. I may be too weak to disapparate with you both, but I can try.
You go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own.
Very well. But be careful. Thank you, my young friends.
Be prepared for a fight.
Revelio.
These Ashwinders must pay.
Accio. Revelio. The book of poems that was taken from Agabus Filbert. He'll be thrilled to have this back. Revelio. Otto Dibble's love letter from Rosie. He wanted me to destroy this if I found it.
Let's find Officer Singer and put an end to Harlow.
Natsai Onai. I should have known. And you, the troll dispatcher. Oh, thank goodness the two of you are safe. Isco Rabe told me a couple of students had rescued him.
Is Mr. Rabe all right?
He is. Miss Onai, your mother will not be pleased to learn that you're still risking...
Actually, Officer Singer, Natty and I learned of several Hogsmeade residents. In addition to abducting Mr. Rabe to blackmail his wife and Natty, Rookwood and Harlow have also...
I will look... I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you are taking great...
Yes, officer. Do you...
Well, it's certainly a good start. Natsai, you may wish to speak with your mother about this before I do.
My mother will not like this. Thank you again for rescuing me. We shall speak soon.
Ashwinders have ceased pestering me. I suspect that's your doing. Thank you from me and Rosie both. We're just leaving for our honeymoon, after we tell Mr. Hill of our recent marriage. Wish me luck.
Oh, my dear Biscuit.
Hello? Is something the matter?
Most decidedly, yes. My precious moon calf, Biscuit. I tried to fight back, but
I'm sorry about your moon.
Garnuff. Just Garnuff. I'm only one goblin. Not a particularly brave one. Oh, my poor Biscuit.
I'll keep an eye out.
How kind. If you do see her and can bring her safely, do keep an eye out for her. And be careful out there. Poachers are unscrupulous.
North to find those poachers. Wonder who lives here. Poachers? Garniff was right then. I'd better be careful. Accio! Leviosa! Protego! Bombarda! Glacius! Arresto Moment! Leviosa! Stupid! Expelliarmus!
It's the student who released
Accio!
Treadwell.
Expelliarmus!
Confringo! To his brain. Let's play.
Bombarda!
I'll watch the line.
Accio! Glacius! Defendo! Confringo!
What have you done?
Bombarda!
Not so tough now, are ya?
Confringo! Defendo! Expelliarmus! Glacius! Confringo! Bombarda! Aloha Mora. Now then, which one of you is Biscuit? Levioso! All right, Biscuit. Let's get you back to Garniff, shall we? Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
What will I do without her?
Garniff?
You have!
Biscuit is fine, as am I.
Oh, mercy. I cannot wait to get her home.
I'm glad she's safe now. I'm sure...
Oh, that is a... Oh, my sweet little Biscuit. As I said before, you've restored at least a modicum of my faith in wizard kind. Biscuit and I can't thank you enough.
Welcome back.
Hello, Professor. I have news. The goblins are looking for something.
Most troubling.
Are these repositories like the broken container I found at Rook?
They are. I fear. Have a look at the map. Fortunately, the next trial is fairly...
It's Hogwarts.
As you know, I was headmistress in my time. In fact, I witnessed Professor Black learn of your arrival.
Wait, is the next trial in the...
It is. I had hoped that when the... Unfortunately, this headmaster seems wildly unconcerned with anything but himself.
I understand.
Good. I shall meet you in my portrait there.